mechanics that are important in competitive and just the game I should play. I'm gonna load in and I'll skip to when I'm in the game. Alright, hey guys, we're in the game now. So we're gonna go over some mechanics that are just important and protective. Things that will help you outplay your opponent and overall hopefully place better in arena or in tournaments, or even if you just play the game regularly as Battle Royale. So the first move we're gonna do, or build, we're gonna go over is called a one-sided tunnel. So how you're gonna start this out is you're gonna put it's kind of like if you're doing a triple ramp rush like this, except you're gonna do like as if you're ramping up. You're gonna build up and you're gonna put a wall in front to the side and in this circular motion right here, and you're gonna put a stair above you just like that. So in full speed it's gonna look like this, and you're gonna, so when you put the ramp, just drag your mouse in a circular motion while turbo building with your walls up, and then put stair above you. Now this is a very good just overall mechanic to keep you protected. If you go out, you can see anyone above you will not be able to shoot you, or to that side. And you can do it to both sides, so you can do it both ways, and you can keep going with it, and yeah, it's very protective. You can also do this, where you do a one-side tunnel, and then you jump out and do another one-side tunnel over here. Now you can kind of turn that into a retake, and then keep going up with it. It's pretty good. There's a lot of things you can do with this. You can go out the side here, you don't have to go out the front. If you have double movement on, this is much easier to do when you're going out the side. Alright, moving into the second mechanic. The second mechanic you are going to want to learn is something called a layout. Now, myself, I don't have this perfected, it's just a very good mechanic to have. So how you do this is you're going to be using flowing out, and then you're going to jump, and then you're going to want to land. You're going to have to have motion when you do it. So you're going to want to do this. You're going to want to put a floor or a ramp sideways and then a floor above it. And you need to be roughly, when you jump, here. So most of your body is to the ramp so that it phases you up, and then you can land on the floor when you're running. So in full speed it's going to look like this. Right, so, and this is very good in in-game arena, say, if you just go like this. And it's I'm working on it myself. I just know it's very helpful in a lot of situations I've seen through my competitive gameplay myself. Alright guys, going into mechanic number 3, it's going to be similar to 90, except the bases with cones and requires more editing. Now this is very protective, and it's a great way to go up from height to height, and also block out side angles and every angle above you. And it's very good and competitive, and not just using it as creative. So how you're going to start this is you're going to do a ramp, and then you're going to do a floor under the ramp, okay? So then you're going to do a cone above, so you're going to have floor, ramp, cone. You're going to edit the front two tiles closest to you of the cone and catch it with a wall, because if you edit it and you don't do the wall quick enough, what's just going to happen? It's just going to break like that. It's just go like that. So you're going to do this, catch it with the wall. You're going to have your wall already. You're going to drag it over to the side and do another cone above you. Look up, and then you'll see it's above. You're going to jump up, reset, and then edit the front two tiles farthest away from you as a stair. Now you can keep going with this, and it's just really effective, and it's a very good retake to use to get height without being shot. Because I mean, from the above view, you can see it's like no one can see you from the side when you're editing up. From this side, they can see you. From above, they wouldn't be able to shoot you at all. Or from this other side, they would not be able to shoot you at all, because there's walls blocking it all the way there. So it's a very good mechanic to learn, just to be able to get height without losing health. Now the next tip is something that's going to be more helpful in PGs or 1v1s. I myself have used this on height in tournaments and through arena, and it's something called the click 90. So how it is you're gonna go out like this, just doing a floor and a ramp. You're gonna jump right here, and in the middle, right here, and you're gonna go up and do an extra floor ramp out. So something different. You're gonna do an extra ramp out. Then you're gonna jump up here and about in the middle here, and you're gonna jump out into the other one. And then you can just keep repeating this, and it's just better to get height like this. It goes faster, 2 layers up, than if you did regular 90s. Well, I can save them a lot of maths. If you're in the mid layer or the low ground, I would not do this, as it's very open. You'll get shot a lot, and there's probably not going to be enough room. But in PGs, it's a very good start to your 1v1s. Going into mechanic number 5, we're going to be doing a tunnel that is mat conservative, is how I would say. So you're going to start out with a floor, and you're going to look down and put a ramp over you and put a wall. Now this is situational if you, first of all, don't have anyone on this side, so it's not very protective for this side. Now there's other variations you can do it where you can do this and it just covers your back, and you can put walls here. So if you do it like that, so something like that. Now this is I do this a lot in competitive, and there's a different variation of this you could do with cones. So you can go like this and drag wall to the side, which this is, in my opinion, I prefer this because it's easier for me to edit the cones to a ramp position than to look down in this awkward position in place of the ramps over your back. But I also argue it is more protective to do that over there, because you're just placing a build rather than placing and editing a build, which can take longer depending on your edit speed. Going into mechanic number 6. This is going to be how to teach you guys how to properly side jump and not get shot, and also block off opponents while you're side jumping. So how this works is you're going to go up, you can double edit, but you're not going to edit the cone. So you're going to do a floor like this. You're going to edit the 2 right tiles. You're going to pull your wall up. If you have a wall here, it's going to be, you just drag it up. But you just drag your wall up like this, all the way to the side. So you're going to have these 2 walls. When you have those 2 walls, you're going to jump out, and you're going to land on a stair above it. So it's going to look like this in full speed. Like that. If you're having the problem of landing under the ramp, that is because you're jumping out either too late or you have too much momentum when you're jumping out. So one easy fix for this is to go out like this, and then when you have, that wall's supposed to be there, when you jump out, pull back on either your toggle or on your movement key. So instead of keeping your momentum moving forward, you push your momentum backwards, because even in the air you can see when you're going forward, you can pull back on your momentum to pull yourself back. Pull back on your momentum key, you're going to end on the back of the ramp, and then you'll have a good start to it. So this is how you can properly side jump. And also from the top view, so when you are side jumping normally like this, most of the time you're going to get shot from someone either above you a couple layers, or sometimes people will be right on top of your cone. Now if you land up here, you're going to either 1 get shot, 2 get full peek, and you're dead. And then you're in their box and all the pieces are theirs. Now what the walls do is when you do this in the walls, if someone is on top of your cone like this, they're gonna get blocked off from you because you're gonna be over there on the screen. And say they're right there, you can even like pull these to the side. So you already have 2 of the walls here, which is just good piece control overall. But that is the reasoning for having those 2 walls above you. Going into the next tip we're gonna do, this is not a high ground retake or a protective retake or anything. This is gonna be focus on your editing speed and your overall mechanics editing in the game. So whether you're doing single edits, double edits, triple edits, or quadruple edits, these are going to be very helpful to you. And if you can't double edit yet and you're trying to get there, then what I recommend doing is doing this. So just go into a creative map where you get low view your ramp, and you're just going to do single edit. So you're going to do your ramp, single edit. You're just going to keep doing this in a row. Try to do as many as you can, and just try to go to max height for 20 in a row, or 30, as many as you can do. If you are getting stuck and you're running into them like this, you need to make sure you perfect this before you're trying to go to advanced mechanics, like double editing if you're on single edits, or if you can't double edit fluently, if you want to go to triple edits, you're going to want to do that. So I did about 25 maybe here, and I have no problem with single edits. And you're going to do the same exact thing with double edits. So you're going to go up and just place ramp, and just keep going up with your double edit. So for triple edits, you're going to want to make sure, depending on what you're comfortable with or how fluent you are, most people like to edit this, do two tiles to the right side, and then do the front and cone tile, and then do a wall like slice. So this is the most common way to triple edit. And the other way would be just doing the single tiles like this. And I personally rather stick to this since it does require you, when you do it the other way, to drag your mouse instead of just keeping it in the same position and doing it for both. So in my opinion, it's easier to do two single edit tile edits, and then instead of doing a double tile edit into a single and then the wall. So what I would do is just go slow like this, and then just make sure your double edit speed is good. So like that, you're going to keep your double edit good between them. If you can't do triple edits back to back, you can space them out with a floor or a cone in between. Like, personally, I rather do a cone because I like the other vision. Going on to triple edits. If you are doing triple edits and you're working up to maybe quad edits or higher, or you just want to work on your consistency and speed for your triple edits, I would recommend doing what we did down here with double edits and single edits. And just make sure, if you're working on your speed, make sure you're doing it at a slow pace and controlled, so that you're working on consistency, because consistency is the key foundation to being able to get faster. So if you're consistent, you can then work on your speed. If you're working on your speed and constantly messing up your edits, it's not going to be very beneficial. So I would start with doing a ramp like this, and then doing a double edit, and then just wall. So a standard triple edit. Now there's two ways you can do triple edits. Single tile edits like this, or a lot of people like to do the two right hand tiles here, and then do a single tile edit on the cone, and then the wall. So I would work on just doing like this, or with this, whatever one you are more comfortable with. Now just keep going up like those, and just do it with triple edits. Now I don't want to make this video too long, so I'll just do a couple, and you can see like this. You can do, sometimes I'll do both in a row, or just one or the other. But that's just the best way to be able to work on consistency without messing up. If you find yourself messing up, then just slow it down to what you can do. So you don't need to always be running through it. You can just do like stop, you can do the double edit stop, you mess up the wall edit. Some people will do the double edit and then do a door like this. And if you're running into this problem, I would just make sure you stop a little bit, or just slow down or straight to the side like this, to give yourself time. So straight into the side that will look like that, like what I just did. Move every time before a quad edit. You're gonna have to move. You're gonna have a cone like this, and you're gonna have to edit it to this, and then go into the quad edit. So it's very important you get your muscle memory down for this cone edit, so you can do it in a row. So I just recommend going up with cones and just trying fast, just to get the swipe across real fast. You don't have to look all the way down to the front. You can just look roughly like the front, very right here. They're right in front of these tiles right here. So you just want to be able to do this first, fast and consistent, all the way up. After you have worked on this and you can get these consistent in a row, what you're going to want to do is start working on this. I say work on the triple edits first. So you're going to want to do the cone, the cross, like you've been practicing, and then do a double edit through the top. So it's going to look like this. Now just work on this, and when you can fluently do this motion, like this, then you can start adding the wall in and go through. So then it would look like it would look like a standard quad edit, like so. So you're just gonna want to get the double edit with the cone, because you do have to move either your toggle or your mouse all the way from this downward with the down position right to catching this right here, and then going through with the quad edit. So overall, just make sure you work on the fundamentals and the basics of all these mechanics. The next thing I'm going to work on is double editing down. Now double edits down, for some people can be more difficult than double editing up. It really depends on your preference, or if the cone has to go for it. A lot of people, doubling it down, they will get stuck on the cone, and then sometimes like they'll edit the cone back or something, like, and it's just a whole thing. They get stuck here. Sometimes they'll get piece from the side, or just in general, you just mess up and slows you down. Sometimes your opponent can get hype on you. So what I would say the main fix for this is just make sure when you're doing it, you're not editing from back here with the cone. You're not running over and then editing from all the way back here. So when you double edit, it's going to be like this. You're going to want to do this in slow motion. You're going to want to have this right here. You're going to want to be under this so that you can't grab that anymore. And you're going to touch the floor. And then depending on what you want to do, you can do a ramp and flip it in direction, or you can catch yourself with a floor like this, and you have to catch a wall either on the sides, behind you, or here, in the front, like that. And this is probably the best way to practice these down. Now this is a triple edit down, and what a lot of people like to do is double edit like this, and then do this, and then they'll flip. You ramp backwards, maybe cut a wall, edit out this, and then go up again. So like this. It's gonna look like this. So when you double edit down and you catch the ramp here, you want to make sure you're not dragging either side, but you are dragging the middle. So these here. So you drag all the way back here, and then catch the wall in the front. Right, so what I'm going to show you now is some variations you can do with the one-sided tunnel on either high ground retakes or ramp rushes. So what I'll do a lot is I'll either do a triple edit like this into a one-sided tunnel for extra protection. So I can do a lot of things from here. You can edit out the front from either side. You can edit out the side and do more things, or you can do a high ground retake. Alright guys, I'm going to show you some different variations with the one-sided tunnel you can do. There's just so many different possibilities you can do with this retake and ramp rush that it's very protective, and it will help you tremendously. If you can just get it in the back of your mind when you're building, it will help you a lot. So one of my favorite things to do, or things I find myself doing most common, is I'll go up and do a triple edit, and then I'll do a one-side tunnel from here. This is just good. It's just extra protection after doing the edits, just to keep yourself safe. There's so many things you can do from here. Now you can do a cone, you can do a ramp flip like this, and then go out the front, up top. And that's one. It's pretty unpredictable to do it like this. It's not very predictable. Another thing you can do is a retake with the one-side tunnel. So how this is going to work is you're going to place a floor, and you're going to place you're going to do a one-side tunnel, drag your walls in a circle, and up. And while you're running up, you're going to put a cone above the ramp, like this. And then you're just going to drag your ramp out to the side, place it here, and then you're going to do a floor ramp. So it's going to be ramp, floor ramp, and it's going to look like this. On the side, I'll show you from the top view. So it looks like this. And a ramp. And you're gonna go like this. And then flip the ramp like this, backwards toward you, and set yourself on this. And then you just keep going with this. And this is just diagonal, so it's gonna keep, you're gonna keep going one tile in front and one tile to the right. So if you are in a competitive situation and say the zone is going around a mountain, so the mountain's in front and you just need to go to the side without getting shot, you can do this and then just keep going around it, and then you can go into full tunnels and then keep going. It's very helpful and very conservative in that. You can add extra walls in if you have like a teammates following you, which in most cases you will, so you add extra walls in, make sure they protect, or they can add the walls in themselves to make it protected. But those are just some quick, easy tips on how to improve your mechanics and some builds to do for competitive and just casual gameplay, just to get you all around a better player.